gentlemen, we are underway in Vancouver. Thank you for joining us, Dustin Nielsen, Doug McLean, and this ball comes at the 5, and there's really nowhere to go there for Nelson Lacombo. And now here is Siemens, 1st and 10 from his own 12, first offensive possession of the game, and he'll hand it off to Clausen, trying to get outside, but good job defensively there. Clausen to his left, now he's gonna move out to the flat, over the middle, that is complete, a big hit there, but the pass completed. Beautiful night here in Vancouver. And now that ball will be handed off. 9 touchdowns, no picks so far this season. Clausen in the backfield, makes one man miss, takes a big bump, and I think he's going to be close. Now he'll also keep it. Flags fly as he lunges ahead. Team looks for a few inches here to keep the offense on the field. Good plunge ahead, no flags, and that'll be a first down. Here is Siemens. He'll hand it off to Clausen. Clausen trying to get around the right side of that offensive line, but for Siemens, 3 targets to his left, looks to his right, and now dumps it off to Clausen again. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to be wrapped up just short. Here is Sean Stenger, one of the best kickers in the nation, and this is a beautiful, towering punt that comes down at the 10. And 6'5", 230, 4 targets to his right. O'Connor looking downfield. He's going to take a shot early, and he's got a man wide open. Alex Morrison. Morrison's going to take it to the 15, 10, 5. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UBC. What a way to start.
Bit of a busted coverage by the Huskies. You can see in zone, the safety does not slide over. Morrison shows some good wheels, and UBC gets an early big score from the O'Connor-Morrison combination.
Extra point here will be Lacombo. A little bit of room up the middle on this return, much better than the first one of the
first 2 games, 5th in the conference offensively, but have a big strike through as we've already seen.
Clausen again. He's going to have to beat a couple of Thunderbirds and nowhere to go. Wrapped up. Clausen to his left. Siemens looking over the middle of the field. He's going to take a shot the other way. That ball in the air. And he was looking for Chad Braun. Stenger to kick this away from his own 20. This punt end over end. That's going to bounce at the 40. And Delorier has a little bit of trouble with it, picks it up, and will be forced out of bounds at about the 22. Now he's got an empty backfield. Far side, that's caught by Pinto and then hammered out. Looked as though he was going to have an opportunity to bring that in.
Have to tighten that up here today.
O'Connor will be passing again, has some time, hammers it over the middle, and that will be complete, but it'll be short of a first down.
5th-year player from Calgary who's been hurt so far this year.
Hutchins kicks this away from his own 10. It'll come down at midfield, and he hasn't looked to Hillis yet today. We'll see on this drive. Here's Siemens, 1st and 10 from his own 46. Pressure coming here, he's in trouble, gets away from one man, and just hammers it into the turf as he's taken down on the 2nd and 10 now on the 46 for Siemens and the Huskies offense. They trail by 7. Siemens looking on the far side of the field. That ball complete. It'll be enough for a first down.
And make that tackle just past first down yardage.
Clausen will take this handoff. A good burst around the far side of the line, and it actually ends up not being brought down.
You're able to start from just inside your own 50. It completely opens your playbook.
Now they'll swing it out. Nice spin move there by Braun. Eventually he's going to be taken down, but not.
Also just saw the helmet go, so that's a tough call for both.
Siemens fakes the handoff. Now he'll get it into the hands of Hillis. Hillis around one man and 4 receivers to the quarterback's left. Now an empty backfield. Siemens looking over the middle, finds a man. Nowhere to go as the UBC defense. Clausen's got a back in front of him here as well. He'll give it to him. Clausen barreling in, touchdown, Colton Clausen. But a answer back with a major of their own here in the first quarter.
Good job, good push up front there by the offensive line. Opens up that hole through the A-gap for Clausen, who powers his way into the end zone.
On the field. Now an opportunity for UBC on the return. And here's a little bit of room. A flag on the far side of the field.
Said it's the 2nd most popular sport in Mexico now, behind another type of football.
playing left tackle, and they tried.
Not common.
O'Connor puts it in the hands of Cummings. One slip, what a move though. Regains his balance. 1st and 10 from their own 21. O'Connor under center, hands it off to Pinto. Pinto trying to get to the outside, a stiff arm and a beauty. And then 4 targets on the far side of the field. Fakes the handoff, finds Pinto, it's 1st down, and a little bit more as he broke a tackle. And Cummings to his left, Pinto comes underneath. Now they'll swing it out to Cummings. He's got a little bit of room here. Cummings cuts it back and is able to plunge ahead up under center. And they'll hand it off again, and this one is taken ahead by O'Connor. Under center again. This time, quick hitter, far side, 1st down. And O'Connor hands it off to Cummings, and that was sniffed out. O'Connor now 2nd and long. 4 receivers to his right, that's where he looks. Some time, back pressure there, but that is complete over the middle. Alex Morrison, big play Morrison. Oh, it's knocked loose, and it'll be incomplete. Good. A 40-yard field goal, and it's blocked. The combo, I believe, got a hand on it, and that's going to bounce down inside the Huskies 10.
5 for UBC.
Actually, was that one of the linemen getting a hand on it?
5 yards penalty.
Good push up there. Hard to see who it was.
I thought it was one of the guys coming on the outside that got a hand on it, but on that second look, may have been somebody coming right through the middle. The big hand of Matthew Cozen. 6'6", Cozen. Now here's Siemens inside a minute in the quarter. Fakes a handoff, and then with pressure, he has to throw it away. 10 from his own 12, 4 targets to the quarterback's left. He's got one of them wide open. That is complete on the near side of the field to Braun. Stands on his 5. Lets this fly just inside the 10. Another tremendous kick. This is going to come down at the 34. Bubbled by Delorier. Now he's in trouble. Nowhere to go. And he's going to be driven back almost to his own 20. So how about that for a flip in field position? UBC with the ball as we get set to roll here in the second quarter. And the player and his team. Now a flag as this ball is snapped and handed off to Cummings. He had nowhere to go. Cozen, big number 98 on. We'll watch to see if O'Connor attacks this. Takes the handoff, comes over the middle, and that is complete to Will Watson. Cummings in behind him, 1st and 10 from his own 52. This time he'll tuck it into the belly of Cummings, who faked like he was going to try to take it outside. Then ball's at midfield. O'Connor in the shotgun, looking to his right. He's going to take a shot down the far side of the field. That one up for grabs. Flag for pass interference.
Maybe number 6, Jacob Soley.
Now here's O'Connor over the middle. Boy, did Pinto almost bring that in with one hand. He's in 10 for O'Connor. Cummings to his left. Looking to his right, has a man wide open. That's Pinto again, and this will be just enough for the 1st down. So Travell on his left, Pinto is there as well. Fakes it to Cummings, gives it to Pinto, heads up. Pinto breaks one tackle, now cuts it back up the middle.
And Pinto made him pay for it.
2nd and 3 from the 6. O'Connor, a quick hitter, it's up for grabs, and it bounces down. This one will be number 7 as far as attempts go, and it is a 13-yarder. And a chip shot for the UBC kicker. And the Thunderbirds take a 10-7 lead with 2 back set with them. And this one will be handed off to Clausen. And he really didn't have anywhere to go of the year, but still putting together a decent first half. Pressure here now for Siemens. Gets it away. And that one was close to the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 from his own 45. Fakes the handoff, now throws it out behind the intended target in the flat. He was looking 45, 4 targets to the left. Siemens in trouble, spins away, buys himself some time, pressure coming there, he's hit, and he's hit late, throws it down the field, up for grabs, and it bounces incomplete. Fresh set of downs for Siemens. Hands it off to Clausen right up the middle, and he stood up there, overwhelmed in the situation. 2nd and 5 now for Siemens. Far side, completed to Braun. Flag flies again behind the quarterback. A late hit on the quarterback. Now Siemens with some time here. Near side of the field, that's complete to Pioch. Pioch breaks a couple of tackles and eventually is forced out. Trying to drop this one inside the 10, and it bounces to Pinto, and he takes it out at about the 5. Thank you, Andy. This ball handed off to Cummings. He lunges ahead. Just
The UBC pass offense.
2nd and 5 on their own 8 here for the Thunderbirds. Handed off again. Cummings on a good cut. Now here's O'Connor. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. Looks over the middle. That is complete to Pinto. One man miss. Another lunging ahead, trying to stay on his feet. For O'Connor. Once again, play action. Looks down the field, and that was broken up. Targets to the quarterback's right. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the half. O'Connor hit as he throws it, and that is complete on the far side. The other way around,
significantly. So that gives you a sense of the difference.
Now off this snap, the ball hit Pinto, who's... And they'll hand it off to Cummings. Cuts it back and is able to lunge ahead back up to the 50. So they get the 10 yards back. Drive, and then it stopped there. But you're right, they flipped the field. And depending on this kick, and that'll come down at about the 15. And Braun will bring it back up the middle, tried to cut it back. And a good job by UBC's cover team. 4 targets to his right, now 5, as Clausen will swing out and take the ball in the flat. Cuts it back, makes one man miss. What an effort there for receivers to his left. He'll hand it off to his running back. Nowhere to go. Defense.
17 yards a game they've been giving up on the ground coming into this weekend.
2nd and 13 for Siemens. Far side of the field, it's complete, but nowhere to go. And this refers to 2 categories, so defense is flying under the radar maybe a little bit. This kick, end over end, and that one will bounce out. Heard that Moon fellow was pretty good. Now here's O'Connor looking to do the same, and this one complete to Cummins in the flat.
Championship was over.
2-sport athlete. Now here's O'Connor. High pass. Pinto goes up to get it. Travell Pinto on the outside of the field looking for some room. He's got it. Now Pinto, he's going to cut it back up the middle. Travell Pinto, one man to beat. And he's wrapped up and hauled down. A touchdown saving tackle. Another big play in this game for UBC. Now they'll hand it off to Cummings. And Cummings is going to burst ahead. He's still going. Under center. Cummins in the backfield and 4 targets to the QB's right. O'Connor looking over the middle, and that's batted down. 2nd and goal. Cummings in behind him. Fakes it. Pressure. Throws it to the end zone. Has a man there. Diving! No good! Looked like it might have been intercepted on a bounce, but I think it went off the turf. It is an interception.
They're ruling it's an interception.
So it went off of Watson, did not touch the ground, and then popped up in the air. And Brooks Falloon, who saved a touchdown with a tackle, has another one here.
Off his back foot. And that is a great call by the officials. And a great play by Falloon to get his hand underneath that ball.
Boy, Watson had this. He was trying to bring it in, and then when his elbow hit, that ball popped up. So a great UBC drive ends in an interception.
And if we had video review, I think we'd our camera crew to see that ball actually hit the ground. So a tough break for UBC.
1st and 10 from the 40 here for Siemens. 3-man rush, ton of time, complete on the far side of the field. We know he's got a leg. Now this is handed off. Clausen right up the middle. Looked like he was going to have a burst for a 1st down, but it was stood up. Clausen now flare out there as well. Pressure. Siemens gets away from it and slides. Knowing Stenger to kick this away inside his own 25. And that'll come down to Pinto at the 40. Here's Pinto. Pinto trying to go right up the middle. And you know what? A pretty good burst there and a flag. Do they take a shot again? 1st and 10 from their own 39. Empty backfield for O'Connor. That's Pinto swinging out to his left. O'Connor in trouble, and he is wrapped up. Good football and a beautiful Saturday night here in Vancouver. This is handed off to Cummings. Cummings tries to cut it back, and chasing him down at the 25. They give him a shot of this. Oh, it's out of bounds. I didn't want to say it. 1st and 10 here from the 24. Siemens, far side of the field. And is that held onto by Pion? No. Enough for Siemens as he will take the knee. Stenger kicks this away. We're underway, 3rd quarter. Thousands sitting here watching at Thunderbird Stadium, and the UBC crowd ready to explode. Here's Travell Pinto. Maybe they will now. Pinto on the far side of the field has the kicker to beat. He's got it around him. Travell Pinto's going to take it all the way to the nose for the touchdown. Travell Pinto will not be stopped this time. UBC strikes early.
I think he was at about his own 4.
Illegal block, number 21.
It's coming back.
On the receiving team. Peñas County.
That was a late flag, as I did not see that on the field during the celebration. And it is coming back. We will try to pick up the block. It's an illegal block. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor over the middle. That's complete to Watson. He takes a bump. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. O'Connor, another quick hit. This one to Pinto. That guy doesn't get tired. He's now here's O'Connor. Far side. It's Watson. He's got just over the far berm. O'Connor. 2nd and 5 from his 45. Quick hit, far side. That's complete and lunging ahead. 1st and 10 from the 52. Cummins will take this right up the middle, and that's a good burst. Great. Might not be the same story here against the Thunderbirds. What a cut there by Cummins, and now he's into the 2nd level. 1st and 10 from the 35 here for O'Connor. Play action this time. In trouble this time. Taken down.
Able to get in the face of O'Connor.
2nd and 17. O'Connor tried to have, it looked like they were trying to set up a screen that Chad Braun. And this kick high, short, and out of bounds. Siemens passing here, and that one into the hands of not Mitch Hillis.
A little more of a presence. Even Kopczynski pretty quiet here today.
This time it's handed off, and Clausen stopped at the point of contact from his 5. This one will come down to Travell Pinto. Right in midfield. Had nowhere to go.
Has now swung it back to where UBC is now inside Saskatchewan territory.
Connor under center. Quick hitter on the near side of the field. Connor with Cummings in behind him. Once again, looking to the right side of the field, and that ball is complete despite good coverage. 1st and 10 from the 40 here for the Thunderbirds. O'Connor under center again. Gets it to Pinto. Couple of side cuts. Pinto to the outside. Now he's going to cut it back up the middle. We've got flags that are going to bring this back again. About being inside the 23 times and not getting any points out of it. And it's these types of things that have sort of backed them up. Now O'Connor's going to run. He's got some room to do it as well. 15 in blue, chugging up the field.
But those are pretty good numbers for Michael O'Connor.
Empty backfield for O'Connor here. He's looking over the middle, and he fires a dart inside the 10.
Who've either played for UBC or SFU. His uncle, we'll get to that in a second.
Here's Cummings right up the gut. Cummings, touchdown, UBC.
20, not putting points on the board. This time, no mistake. The ground game continues to pound away at the Huskies. Cummings now over 100 yards. And the touchdown there.
And now this kick will be returned by Lacumbo. And he's got some room up the middle. Here goes Nelson Lacumbo, and he of it. Siemens will start 1st and 10 from the 33. A little bit of time. Now comes over the middle, and that one off the hands. Closing in on 150 yards, much below his season average. Now he's going to take a look over the middle, and that one was almost picked off. Almost looks like a simultaneous catch there. 1st and 10 now from the Husky 48. This one will be faked on the handoff, and then trying to find Chad Braun. Stevens and the Huskies down by 10. 3 to the left, 3 to the right. He's in trouble, and this time he cannot escape. First to come out and kick this away from his own 30. And this ball out of bounds on the 1st and 10 from the UBC 32. O'Connor, he's going to look downfield, has a man, and they're calling it with one hand. How did
sets it up and puts confidence in his receiver, and that is a heck of a catch, and then a heck of a grab by the right hand to secure it.
Now here is O'Connor. And he will keep it, and he's got a ton of room. O'Connor at the 25, and eventually he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the Huskies 22. O'Connor throwing again, looking to the end zone again. Travell Pinto this time! He's got a touchdown, Pinto!
And Travell Pinto gets separation, and you can see that's a great ball on stride to Pinto. No chance for Falloon to make a play there. And back to your point at the start of this drive, momentum shift. UBC capitalizes.
We got like 3 points out of it. He challenged us to put some points on the board, and that's what we're trying to do right now.
He's out of breath.
Here is Siemens over the middle. That's complete, and bouncing off one tackle and plowing ahead up here in Vancouver. Siemens, a ton of time, thought about a shot down the field. Now as a man on the far side of the field, and Joel Pioch would like another crack at that one. Siemens now 2nd and 10 on the 53. They need some points at this point. Siemens now near side, too high.
They cannot get separation at all.
Stanger kicks it away, comes down to Pinto at his 10. Breaks one tackle, almost lost the ball, but was able to regain control.
Last won a start for a Canadian quarterback in 1985.
Here's O'Connor, he'll hand it off.
Yeah, a game that Scott Flory said they were dominated in the first half by the Alberta Golden Bears.
O'Connor in trouble this time.
How many legacies there are at the University of Saskatchewan. Guys that have played soccer, hockey, fathers, aunts. It's just unbelievable the legacies that exist within that program.
Siemens will work from just outside his own 30. Some pressure coming, gets away from it, buys himself some time, finds Mitch Hillis, and start this 4th quarter by kicking the ball away after that one incomplete pass. Stanger, high, towering, great punt. That'll come down at the 21.
Game in 2011, UBC won by 5, which ended an 8 straight playoff game streak by the Saskatchewan Huskies.
Here's Travell Pinto again. Here's O'Connor under center, Cummings in behind him. And this time they'll hand it off to Cummings. He's got a big hole up the middle. 1st down and more. Carrying some Huskies up to midfield. And O'Connor steps up under center at midfield. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Pinto. He'll just work the other side of the field here, and Pinto will pick up about 4 yards. The
UBC in Saskatchewan, because of the fact Regina beat Alberta earlier today, 28-18.
O'Connor guns that one in, and a flag to his left. Pinto almost came underneath again, and now they'll give it to Pinto. He's behind the line of scrimmage, makes a couple of moves, and is able to get something out of nothing, and picks up. O'Connor, Cummings to his right, hands it off. Cummings right up the middle, and he's gobbled up quick. 25. O'Connor, pressure coming on his blind side. He takes a hit. He got it away to Cummings, and Cummings is going to take it up to the 15. 1st and 10 for O'Connor. He works from the 12. Hands it off to Cummings. Flag taking over this game late. He'll just swing it out to Cummings. Makes one man miss. Gets a block. And the 2nd and 20. O'Connor, 3 targets to his left, 2 to his right, looks to his right, has a man, and that is in and out of the hands of Trey Kellogg, who went.
And a turnover there could have been the play that the Huskies really needed.
Hutchins with a 29-yard field goal, and that one right down the middle.
Load as it went through.
Here's Siemens, needs to get going now. This one complete on the far side of the field.
That has been fantastic here tonight, along with a really solid run D.
Siemens hands this off. Clausen trying to push ahead. That's 8 minutes remaining. Siemens in trouble.
Siemens.
Griffiths on the end of a 4-man front here. And here's some pressure from UBC. Siemens gets it away into the hands of Braun. Braun's going to make this work for a 1st down. And the 1st and 10 from the 47. Huskies getting their march on a little bit here. Now he's in trouble. Moves out to his left. Siemens going to throw across body. Gets it away. Almost picked off down the field. 2nd and 10 now from the 47. That's Braun moving in front of his quarterback. Siemens over the middle, complete. That'll be enough for a first down.
And as you said, we could end up with a three-way tie as Siemens looks to get the first down. It looks to be settling out, and it'll be a good race down the stretch.
1st and 10 from the 37. Siemens, that ball wobbling on him. It looked like,
Because that is about the 4th or 5th time that balls have wobbled out of his hands to his receivers.
2nd and 10, trying to dump this off, but a good job defensively to Stenger from 42. The kick is up. He's got the leg, and it is good. So for UBC, inside 5 minutes now, and his team up by 17. They'll hand it off to Cummings, and Cummings keeping those feet moving, looking for a hole. And
Stretch the field to Pinto, and has really turned the tide in favor of the team in blue.
Here is Pinto again, makes one man miss. 14th on the CFL Scouting Bureau's ranking, so projected as a 2nd rounder in the Canadian Football League draft. Here's a handoff to Cummings right up the middle. Cummings is going to have a little bit of room on the outside here. Cummings to the 40, now to the 30. Can he get to the outside? Puts on the brake, stays in bounds. The story of the second half in this football game gives it to Travell Pinto. Makes one man miss. Pinto trying to get to the outside. Puts on the brake, spins back. Are you kidding me with this kid? Number 7 team in the country, being outgained by 400 yards, the number 10 team in the country. Now this pass in to Kellogg to regain that 20-point UBC advantage from about 18 yards. And that one fired home. I hesitate.
And try to find a way. Whoa, was that ball?
That bounces off of the hands of Lacombo and then back into his own end zone.
Heading into the game next week is, can they settle this offense down and find a way to get back to what was a pretty efficient group the first 2 weeks of the year?
Comes over the middle, that's complete. A flag on the near sideline. Finishing strong here tonight. This one complete to Hillis. There he is, 87 in white, first down, and he will step out of bounds. Siemens, empty backfield, looking down the field. This one wobbles, this one picked off on the far side of the field.
He steps back and you can see just that ball wobbling all over the place. That's a tough throw no matter what. But instead, LaGrange able to step over.
Cole Meyer in the game at quarterback, so.
Veteran team on offense, and they just didn't seem to have that same jump the first couple of the Rams.
Braun will take this just inside his own 40 and trying to find the far side of the field.
One pick tonight, the last one there on the, so that's his first interception of the season.
This ball completed on the far side of the field.
Speculate, we don't know, but it just does not look crisp coming out of his hand right now.
You'd have to think if it was a serious issue, he wouldn't be in the game still
right.
At this point.
They know what to expect from this Husky team. New coaching staff, or a new head coach in Scott Flory.
UBC comfortably ahead by 21. Meyer tucks it into the belly there of Corey Nagata.
And the play clocks have never come back on after they decided to turn them off with them not working. So Meyer had to get confirmation as to, because he wanted to kill as much clock.
Yeah. Clock ticks down, and UBC with not only a victory, not only
they dominated every phase, and I think
for the first time in 19 years, UBC has handed the Huskies a loss here at Thunderbird Stadium. So that streak also now over, and